Before arriving in Guatemala, we had read about the poverty, the suffering, and the hardships of the people. But what we found was a proud and vibrant community that wasn't afraid to roll up its sleeves to overcome. These are their stories. Everyone gets into business for their own reasons. Some for survival, other times it's a hobby, and sometimes it's all about the opportunity.
Muy buenos días.
Meet Susana Castro. She works here at this medical clinic run by her friend Dr. Sergio Castillo. But Castro is not a doctor. She works here for a different reason. 6 years ago, Dr. Castillo noticed that patients had no chance to eat when they were waiting at the clinic. And that was Castro's opportunity. She began what Castillo refers to as her small tropical McDonald's. Across the street, this mother of 5 starts her mornings in her kitchen.
A las 3 de la mañana. Empezamos a arreglar el pollo y empezamos a dorar, o si se hace chile, entonces preparamos la verdura.
Since the age of 12, she's known how to cook, but she never anticipated it would bring her success. And despite any struggles she may have, like having to ration water, her food business has allowed her to obtain things that she could not have before, like this refrigerator she bought after her first year of selling food. Her business has made it possible for the patients to eat while they wait, and at a reasonable price. The customers get the tortilla, chicken, and bean combo she sells for 2 quetzales less than the common food vendor here in Chocola.
Está bien, está bien.
Now, at a steady point in her career, Castro sees how far she has come. And Dr. Castillo sees it too.
La economía siempre es muy precaria y tratamos de hacer una especie de programa piloto con ella de que sirva de ejemplo para el resto de familias, de que puede hacer las cosas, de que hay que buscar las maneras y que a veces lo que miramos como problemas son nada más oportunidades que tenemos que descubrir. Y ella ha descubierto ese camino y esperamos que pueda ser ejemplo para otras personas.
You've probably heard the phrase, if you give a man a fish, you'll feed him for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, you'll feed him for life. Our next story illustrates that theme perfectly. Let's go check it out. When thinking about Guatemala, we usually don't think of bamboo. Well, this home that has been expanded inside and out with bamboo is also the work site of Mabu Bamboo, an international business. But it all starts a little more than 2 kilometers down the road. After the Guatemalan government dispersed the land to its people, Vitelio Humberto had a decision: to plant coffee again or try something new. On this 20 cuerdas of land, also known as 20 acres, Humberto has grown this forest of bamboo that now, 15 years later, reaches to the sky. With the help of workshops taught by a mission group from China, this man found his passion and the art of a skill that has taken him up the road to entrepreneurialism. Back at his home, Humberto and his 6 employees work with special tools. They transform this giant plant into furniture and household items that stay strong for over 50 years. From being a coffee plantation worker, the transition of work was not easy. In order to start, he had to get a loan from an agency. After paying it all back in the first year, Mabu Bamboo began profiting more, allowing them to purchase more tools.
Pues la verdad, trabajar en el bambú para mí ha sido de gran beneficio, porque a través del bambú, gracias a Dios, yo he tratado, gracias a Dios logré sacar avante a cada uno de mis hijos, porque todos ellos pues estudiaron, se graduaron y cada quien ya depende de sí mismo, de su trabajo.
Now, Humberto strives to help others and hopes to teach more in his community the skill, so that more families can experience the benefit that he has brought to his family. In television, we have something that we call B-roll. This is visuals that helps tell the story. Well, in this case, what we're going to show you is literally B-roll. Come with me. This is the workplace of thousands of bees. But they're not the only ones who work here. In their own backyard, this couple manages their very own bee yard. Roughly 30 years ago, Feliciano Vasquez lost his farming job. But that was the beginning of a new chapter for the family. Their first beehive box cost the equivalent to about $3 American.
La primera es solo compré. Solo lo compré. Me costó 25 quetzales. Y los 25 quetzales antes era dinero, pues. Era dinero. Entonces me costó juntar porque solo ganaba 90 centavos. Ajá. Me costó mucho. Tengo que aguantar hambre. No comprarme qué comer por el amor de esos animalitos.
But with hard work, Vasquez turned one box into 37 with his own two hands. And now they have a family-run business. Vasquez takes the honeycomb from the hives, and the children help to separate it. Maria Masario, or as Vasquez calls her, the queen bee, pours the honey so it can be sold to the public. Today, they sell the honey by the quintal. That's 100 pounds. But unlike most businesses, their success depends on more than just technique and clientele. It also depends on nature. Sometimes, the bees don't produce enough honey to make profit. So they grow cacao, avocado, and bananas to sell, and oftentimes to eat when they have nothing else. Another challenge is other bugs. They are a continuous threat to the bees and must be closely managed.
Yo agradezco a Dios porque Él aprendió este trabajo. Con eso comemos, con eso vivimos, porque no hay dinero y no podemos comer. Ahora yo agradezco a Dios porque Él ya tiene su poco negocio, aunque no mucho, pero ahí estamos viviendo por la gracias a Dios.
With the loss of a job, the family was led to learn the art of a skill that helps them survive day by day. From Chocola, Guatemala, I'm Shayna Vidal.